Welcome back to the BearPod podcast. I am your host and executive producer, Kayla Ray, and I'm back with another episode 2 for this season, actually. And I have two brand new faces on the couch with me. Would the person to my left like to introduce themselves?
Hi, I'm Kamora.
Tell us where you from, Kamora. Where you from?
I'm from Bronx, New York.
Oh, period. I don't know anybody from the Bronx.
Really?
No. Everybody's always Brooklyn. That's.
Yeah.
But, yo, can I take a pause real quick? I'm sorry. People from Baltimore rarely go to Morgan State, which is in Baltimore. It's always PG, Jersey, Brooklyn, and Philly. Just a side note. I'm from Baltimore, but you wouldn't know. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. To my right, who do I have?
I'm Yana. I'm from Baltimore, actually. So,
I love it. We in here. Okay. Baltimore, what's your major?
I'm a multimedia journalism major. Yeah.
Okay, I love that. Well, we've been back on campus. Is this week 5? I keep asking that question. Don't it feel like it?
Yeah.
Don't it feel like it's week 5?
No, I feel like I've been here for like 2 months.
Even worse. I get it though. For me, I would say so far, I'm a senior, so it could be just different for me.
Mm-hmm.
But my workload in class has not been that heavy just yet. It's more so my extracurriculars that's like piling on the work.
Absolutely.
And the stress. I'm trying to be more active and stuff. I'm an introvert. I'm all trying to be outside, and that's personally not for me. But we switching things up, so I've gotten significantly more busy. I don't get in the house until late, and not because I'm out partying. I'm on campus. It's just how it is currently. But what are you guys up to?
Nothing much. I'm chilling, just doing school. I'm trying to be like more involved with like different organizations, but so far I'm just chilling. Nothing much.
Me, I'm kind of like juggling like a bunch of different orgs. I'm a part of Future, I'm a part of BearPod now, and I'm also a part of FAM, and I'm serving as the president, so I have a lot of responsibilities
Hey,
with
we
that.
got prez.
Yeah.
Well, we got a prez and the EP on the couch. I like that. So speaking of fashion, I think it's something that I've noticed for the last couple years since TikTok really blew up. Making note of the fashion that you see on your HBCU campuses. I feel like at first I wasn't really seeing Morgan do it. I saw Howard do it. I saw NCAT do it. FAMU do it. Where they go into the yard and just highlight everybody's fashion fits and things like that. Telfar Tuesday used to be a really big thing.
Yeah.
I remember that. And I used to feel kind of, I don't know. I used to feel like I wasn't putting nothing on. Yeah, like, am I not gonna lie, I used to not like Telfar, and Telfar had to grow on me.
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan of the bag. I felt like the quality wasn't that good. But then I was like, maybe it is kind of cute. Maybe it is. You know, I got my little toughies in there. But how do you feel about, fashion on campus so far?
I feel like when I first came my freshman year, I think the whole dripper drown thing was like really big on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really start seeing people wearing Rick Owens until maybe like last semester, and I started seeing them like out all spring year, and then like I don't know, it just continued to grow. Like this year, I don't really think I see that many people like actually put that stuff on as much as I did last semester, but it's definitely like a high that's coming back.
Do you have any? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
It's
off.
okay. I definitely agree with the whole Rick Owens and everybody having it. Like every time I turn around, somebody has a pair. I feel like in the beginning, like you said, freshman year, I felt like the fact that I'm attending a HBCU, I have to put it on. Everybody has like money, I gotta impress people. But after a while, I want to say like the second part of the semester, my freshman year, I stopped caring. Like I'm just like, who am I here to impress? I'm just going to class, going back home.
Yeah, I came onto campus, so we came back fresh out of COVID. Everybody was like, y'all gonna see me.
See this.
Mm-hmm.
So I understood the vibes, but it was kind of intimidating. My roommate and I were polar opposites. She had a family with money, and I was like, I could tell you putting that on. I commend you, but me personally, y'all gonna see these leggings and this hoodie.
Yeah.
Content with that, y'all.
I think that's really my go-to: sweatpants and a hoodie. Like
Sweatpants, hoodie, like it's just real chill. And then when the weather gets right, the Uggs, very simple. Y'all gonna see me in the same fit multiple times. And what you gonna say?
The temperature's dropping, and
Nothing.
it's about time.
Yeah.
But do y'all have any unpopular fashion opinions? Like, I have mine. Y'all not gonna like them.
I don't know.
Anything?
Unpopular opinion: I feel like Telfar don't go with everything.
Doesn't go with
like
everything.
I don't think it does, and they will wear it with everything,
Every single thing.
all in various colors.
I got the black one. I wore the black one as a work bag, actually. I wore the black one as a work bag just because the color itself goes with
Yeah, the
everything,
color.
either black or like cream or white, something like that. My unpopular opinion: I do not like bubble slides. You know,
Really?
Oh, you talking about the little?
They-
No.
they give
those are
golf
my
ball.
go-to.
I feel like they house shoes. I
they
think
give
they
me house shoes.
I
They're
think
not
they
even
house
ugly. They're
shoes.
not even ugly. I mean, they kind of ugly, but I can
They're
see why you want to wear them in the house.
No, I actually
Personally,
just watched
you
them
wear 'em outside?
yesterday.
You wear 'em
Dang,
outside?
and you know what? I wouldn't have said nothing to you. You do you. But
Oh my
personally, I just feel like I just can't get the texture. It's like a little texture thing.
Yeah.
They're comfortable.
Are they?
Yes.
They don't
You're
look.
not
I just
walking
feel
on
like when I
bars.
walk, I'm saying like, I don't know that. Maybe that's just me.
Sheesh.
Other than that, I feel like stuff's pretty cute. I used to not like Yeezys, but then they also grew on me.
Now Yeezys.
Yeah,
is
Yeezys
comfortable.
definitely grew on me.
Definitely comfortable.
I'm sorry, we
Yeezys are
had some
comfortable.
shenanigans going on off camera that y'all can't see that we laugh.
I would say my unpopular opinion. I feel like everybody sleeps on CDG Converse. I have like almost every pair.
You're not wrong. I want to be like you.
I actually don't wear mine as much as I could, but I have a pair too.
Yeah,
I don't have any.
I love CDGs.
But I feel like this ties into a conversation more so about like being able to express yourself on campus. And what does expressing yourself mean?
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, Kofi, you gonna have to cut around this. I feel like when you get on a campus and you see everybody expressing yourself doesn't always mean that you have to be out there and super extravagant. You can express yourself in more quiet, calm ways. You can express yourself through your hair. You can express yourself through jewelry and things like that. You don't have. There is no one way to express yourself. I feel like.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like it really is a big thing about your clothes, like what you wear. Like you could tell a lot about a person based on what they wear. I know I always look at your shoes to see what type of person you are, cause like you got on Dunks right now. I have on Crocs. I'm more chilled today. Dunks is like you.
Trust. I wear the same 2 pair of Crocs every day on this
I'm
campus.
saying, like,
This
you
is a
know,
special occasion. I'm
Yeah,
proud to do.
see, like you feel like your good shoes for a good day. You might be feeling a little good that day. You put on some Crocs, you're probably chilling that day. I think expressing yourself is very big. Like we do that at FAM all the time. Like even down to our practices. All our practices are themes. Whether we have like an all black practice or all brown, different. It's very different. And to see everybody come and put their own twist on it, it's really a sight to see.
Okay, what do you feel about like self-expression, especially at a HBCU? I feel like it's such a big deal and so controversial, honestly, which it shouldn't be, but I feel like it can be.
I feel like in our generation, we should stop trying to impress everybody through clothes and just be yourself. The way I grew up was, who cares? Honestly, like who's at the end of the day, as long as you're comfortable in your clothes, you know, you feel comfortable and that's just what you want to do, go ahead and do
Gotta
it.
do.
Do you think that's like a thing with like social media though?
What you
I
mean?
think
Do
so.
you think it ties in with social media? Everybody feeling the need to like.
Yeah.
Well, I keep hearing from a perspective of people that go to PWIs. I go to my on TikTok specifically. I go to my PWI in my basic outfit because nobody's going to check me. I'm like, well, nobody's really going to check you. We're not walking up like, oh, you got that on? I've never seen that at
I never
Morgan.
saw it either.
But that's not saying it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Really?
It's the guys.
It's the guy.
Yes.
surprising.
And those be the same ones wearing the same purple jeans, same Subies. Like,
Same puffer.
yeah, same Balenci's. Like, it's bad.
You never lied.
Yeah.
I really think social media is to blame for that though. Like you see
It is.
everything on TikTok. Oh yeah, you gotta go to your HBCU stepping.
Yeah.
And everybody feel like, oh, now I'm going
HBCU
to
starter
HBCU
pack.
now. Exactly. Like,
Like, how are you supposed to look at a HBCU? Like,
That's what
give
I'm
me an
saying.
explanation.
I mean, but there are upsides to social media, and I feel like social media can let you see other ways that you can, on a positive note, how you can possibly express yourself. You can take inspiration from things. Not that you have to do it, but you can see that this is another way that you can express yourself. And social media is very important, especially as media students and media personnel. And speaking of social media, we are quite literally coming to you through YouTube, potentially Spotify, and Instagram Reels, TikTok. We're coming to you through media, so it's very nuanced to have a discussion about the pros and cons and things like that. But I don't know. Why do you think it's so important to reach people through social media? Like, how can media help you reach people?
I would say like a lot of people are on social media. Millions and millions of people are on social media. Everybody's not tuning into Fox 45 or CNN to
Unfortunately.
to get like the news updates on whatever's happening. Media is really like so expressive.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody gets their news. Everybody get any update, whether it's celebrities. Like everybody see this Blueface and Krishan stuff.
Don't even get me started on them.
So like media is really like it's here to stay. Like media is very important. Like that's how us as journalists, like potential journalists, future journalists, are going to be out there in the world. People are going to see us through media.
Right.
So I think it's really important.
Yeah. So can you talk a little bit about why you joined Bear TV and why not even just join Bear TV? Why did you come to the School of Global Journalism and Communications to begin with?
So since I was young, I used to talk to myself on an iPad, and I used to act like it was getting somewhere, and I just felt like I always had a voice. Like when it comes down to getting my point across, or even just like expressing my feelings through writing, it just made me feel good, and I just felt like I have like a big voice, even though I'm such an introvert. I'm gonna work on that. I feel like journalism was definitely something that like I need to pursue. And, like, out of all 5 of my siblings, I'm the middle child, and I've always advocated for them. And I feel like I could do that same thing for other people like me, so.
Amen.
Definitely.
And that's similar to my story, too. I was that kid. I had my own little digital camera in 2010 or whatever, making little vlogs. I thought I was on iCarly. and, and I was recording my lifestyle, all of that. And then also, I used to put on little plays for my family. Just random plays, just talking, acting, presenting myself on camera, things like that. And so, not only that, but I knew how to write from a young age, even just writing for speaking, writing for speech and things like that. And then my teachers were like, you should go into that professionally. I thought I was going to be a STEM major. Cannot stand STEM. Shout out to all the STEM majors out there, because y'all better than me. I'm sorry, I can't get into it, but I'm more artistic, and I feel like expression through art is very important. And you can even get into that through journalism. There's definitely different avenues that you can take through journalism that's not just a traditional writing and things like that. Even things like this, we're not acting as journalists in this moment, but we are telling stories. And that's very important, I feel like, in the world of journalism. It's just important to you, even as students. It's super important.
Yeah, definitely. I had the similar story to you as far as journalism. I really thought I was coming to college to be like a psych major. I just knew I was going into psych. Turns out that's not my thing. But during junior year of high school, I took like an elective class, and my teacher actually happened to be my English teacher too. So we had like this creative writing assignment, and I wrote this story, this elaborate story, and she decided to say, I think you should publicize this in our school newspaper. And I was like, are you sure? And she like, are you sure you want to go into psych? And I was like, yeah, I think so. And she kind of like talked to me a little bit more, and she was like, I think journalism would be your best fit. Thought about it some more, did some research, and I was like, you know what, maybe I do need to take this route.
And for me, for me, it was that I was told by everybody else, and it was evident in my work that I was good at journalism and telling stories and reporting and things like that. But when I was growing up, I didn't necessarily want to report. I wanted to be one of those people, old BuzzFeed videos, old videos, like, you at the table, you trying to food, stuff like that. You're the talent. I wanted to be the talent. I didn't want to report. But I didn't know any other avenues to get there. Like what classes do I take? What school do I go to do that? And with a degree in either multimedia journalism or multi-platform production, you can do that. There's so much that you can do with that degree. And so being in places and settings like this, like BearPod and the other shows that are in Bear TV, you learn how to perfect that craft outside of the classroom. So I feel like us being here, everybody behind the camera that's in here doing that is very important. We're all perfecting our craft, and we're going to be great. We're going to do it out there.
Definitely.
So
make sure you see us in like 10 years on the news somewhere.
No, for real. Y'all going to see me. Y'all going to see me on YouTube. I'm going to blow up on YouTube. Watch.
You will manifest it.
Manifestation, but yeah. Y'all gonna see us. Does it look a little different to you on this couch? It's because it is. We've got 2 brand new people. Well, not brand new, technically, but 2 new folk on the couch. One of them you've seen before. The other one, we have some new talent here. But to my left, can you introduce yourself? Reintroduce yourself.
What's up? I know y'all missing me. It's your boy, Sam, Young Sam.
Welcome back, Young Sam, to my right.
Hey, what's good, everybody? I'm new here. My name is Jonathan, Junior, multimedia journalism, and we ready to get it poppin'.
Hey, what's your class?
Junior.
Love that for you. So what homecoming are we on this year? I think last year was 155. That was cool. What's this year?
It'll be
156.
156. What's that homecoming that everybody always talks about?
151.
I was not there.
I wasn't either.
What's so special about it? Does anybody know?
I was there.
I mean, I always see videos. I keep seeing videos of it. Like somebody in a pit, something like that. Something went down.
They had the dude two-stepping on the banister in Jenkins.
That's the one that went viral. Okay.
That was
I
back when
mean,
suites were still open.
yeah, I remember that. I remember hearing about that. Sorry, but I feel like I don't know. I don't personally. My homecoming experience, unfortunately, has not been to that. I mean, maybe it's just because everybody pumps it up. So I think in my head, it's just supposed to be like this magical experience at my homecoming. But personally, it hasn't been that lit to me. Maybe that's just me. But how do y'all feel?
I mean, I feel like your homecoming experience really comes down to who you choose to spend it with and what you choose to do. It's like you can't be timid in homecoming because it's like if you're not good with people, you're not gonna have fun because it's probably like a sensory overload. A lot of people there, you know what I mean. A lot of people you don't know. A lot of people not even who go to school here anymore. But you have to be willing to kind of put yourself in situations that might make you slightly uncomfortable because you can wind up meeting, talking to people who you don't know, who could really change your life, and you could have like a really fun time.
Okay. What
Yeah,
about
I actually
you?
kind of agree about that. I feel like Sam said, it just been like who you're around with, and then if they're really fun, you gotta be around the good people that can
Yeah.
get the energy going and flowing with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that my homecoming experiences are ever bad. They're always cool. I have a good time seeing everybody come back, and the food is always great, and I love the parade and the game and things like that. But I just feel like maybe it's because I'm not a party person. It's definitely because I'm not a party person. I'm not out there.
You just got to be outside.
With the woo
yeah.
woo.
You know what I mean? Like you just got to be out there.
If you really, really want to have a good time,
It's like, you know what I mean? I
Just
understand,
be outside.
you know, you want to meet up, get your
Mhm.
stuff together, get yourself ready and everything. But it's like, if you really want to have a good time at homecoming, even if you're like maybe someone who turns your nose up at like student events, like just go and see what it's like. You know, go to the pep rally, you know, go to the game, go to the parties that they have. There's multiple different groups having parties off campus. You know, of course, be safe, make good decisions.
Please make good decisions,
But
wise
like,
decisions.
don't hold yourself back because it's like, oh, I'm nervous. I'm a freshman. It's my first time. You know what I mean? Make sure you're around people you trust and make sure that
Yeah.
y'all move together as a unit. And you can
Yeah.
have a very memorable homecoming.
yeah,
Okay.
definitely don't like leave somebody behind. Like you can't have. Let's say don't have it be like 3 o'clock in the
Right.
morning. And ain't nobody. What's your guy? I think he backed up.
I've heard some crazy tales about homecoming. Just what I've seen and observed, I've heard some crazy stuff. But never lived it. I'm just always observing. I'm just always watching. But what are your
gotta be there for
predictions?
it.
I mean, yeah, you're right. But, will I? Who knows?
You've all seen some crazy stuff at homecoming. But hey, if you see a group of people start running,
Run.
run with
Yeah.
them.
Run with them.
Run with them,
Get
please.
out of there.
Most
I'm not gonna
definitely.
say any more about that.
No more than that.
But
But
hopefully we can have a homecoming this year without incident.
any incidents, we're going to
No
be
complaints.
safe. Don't give them reason to doubt us, y'all. Let's be for real.
It's never us. It's always them.
It's never Morgan, but it's always on our name at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But what are your predictions so far for homecoming?
For the lineup,
For the lineup this year? What do you think is going to go down this year?
I think that, Morgan kind of what they do is they usually bring somebody up who might be up and coming, you know what I mean? Someone who they can get, I'm not going to say cheap, you know what I mean? But someone who hasn't really blown up, but is someone who can really get like the crowd roaring. Like I remember they had the Baby when he was really first blown up, and they had Cardi B when she was really first blown up, and Lil Baby, you know what I mean? It was a long time ago.
Hey, little baby.
Really?
Yeah. But I think this year a lot of students are potentially very excited for Sexy Red because I know that she's kind of taken over rap media for right now. What are y'all thoughts on that?
I agree. She has taken over rap media, and those are my only thoughts on Sexy Red because her music is not school friendly. Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
I actually kind of find it like Sexy Red's like a hype artist, like not like rapper for real. Like that's like saying like, let's say like City Girls, like Young Miami. She's like it gets the crowd going. But
Get the
JT,
crowd
like,
going. So it makes-
the rapper
yeah.
who can actually spit some bars right there.
That's
Yeah.
understandable.
I think that it makes sense that she's coming.
Yeah,
Well, I
it's a
personally,
no-brainer.
after going to Dirt a couple years ago, my experience with the crowd, I wasn't really feeling that. That just set my anxiety all the way off. I'm not putting myself in that situation again, but I hope everybody that goes has fun. But the whole concept of a homecoming, I didn't really understand the concept of a HBCU homecoming before I got here. And then when I got here, I got it. Like, how would you say an HBCU homecoming, like, why do you think it matters? Why is it such a big cultural thing for Black college students at HBCUs?
I think it's because traditionally, now, let me sit down, let me learn y'all real quick. I think it's because traditionally HBCUs don't get as much federal funding as PWIs get. And so a lot of their contributions come from alumni. And so homecoming is what kind of brings all the alumni back to the nest. Like, I guarantee there are donations made every single homecoming from the alumni. You know what I mean? And not only that, but it also brings in so much business, with the food trucks and the parades and the people coming out to selling things. It's a big part of Baltimore, at least this side of Baltimore. And so it's more than just an event. It's almost like a holiday.
Almost, I would agree. It's definitely kind of like a holiday.
Yeah, I would say that too, per se. Like, it's important because for us Black students, and just to have that type of, like Sam said, like, have our alumni and coming back. It's just like a holiday for everybody to come around and just be together as for one day, back whole again, like a family that we are, and then we just celebrate that we've gone. It's another year. Morgan State's pushing. I know the freshmen. It's a lot of students coming up here, so we
Yeah.
gotta celebrate that, and then
Yeah,
I think. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think it's a beautiful thing. It's always great. It always feels great. The energy in
Yeah.
the air on that Saturday, like the actual homecoming, is always so good. I don't know. I love being around my people. It's just a great thing to see. Everybody is with the intention of having good vibes only.
Yeah.
I think it's always a beautiful, amazing thing. Personally, I'm not gonna lie to you. I go to our football games for our band. I love the band here, the team. I'm rooting for you always. And that's what I'm.
I think the whole week of homecoming, especially for freshmen, is what really cements that I love my HBCU, right?
yeah,
Because you're around all your peers, and then you have the pep rally and the band, and we are the Bears. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you hear that first?
And it's like as soon as you hear them trumpets go off, it don't matter what mood, what you've been doing that day, it's gonna get you up on your feet. You know what I mean? It's gonna have you.
Yeah, you gonna hit that little
yeah,
two-step.
You
Come
know
on.
what I mean? Like, and I think it's just such a big part of building an identity and a culture as a school. Like, this is Morgan. We're not all from Baltimore, but we're all from Morgan.
Right,
You know what
we're
I
all
mean?
Morgan State students. It creates unity, and I feel like even if you go to any of the events that they have during the week, it's all about unity with your student body and things like that. And going to the game, even if you're not there for the game, you're there to support your school. It's
that's
just
right.
a whole school thing. I think that's a beautiful thing. I enjoy it every single year, even if I don't get as lit as some people. I'm in it.
I feel
I'm
like
still in there.
you can always wind up having more fun than you predict
Mhm.
at homecoming. Sometimes, not all the times, but it's like oh, go heading over to homecoming. You know what I mean? Just like, oh wait, now I'm here. It's like you
Yeah.
see everybody that you know. Maybe some people who took a gap. You know what I mean? To come back from homecoming, people who graduated, seniors who graduated, come back to see them. It's always good to see your people during homecoming.
I can't wait to come back
Yeah.
next year, and especially I'm going to be an alumni soon, or alum.
Me
sorry,
too.
Soon. We almost out of here. But I can't wait to come back and give back to Morgan State. That's something I'm really looking forward to, especially this building, the communications building. It's done so much for me, so I can't wait to give back to
Yeah.
my school. I feel like that's part of the HBCU experience too, wanting to give back and keep the culture of the HBCU going in general. But
It is 100%.
yeah. I
Yeah.
think one of the main parts for just Morgan, it's just all about showing love to each other.
They say it
Yeah.
takes a village, and this
Yeah.
is our village.
And I feel like there's a village amongst HBCUs, period. We can talk about HBCUs, like we can joke about Howard and whoever, but if anybody else does it, it's kind of like,
Right.
chill out,
Yeah.
relax. But yeah, that's, I'm looking forward to it. So that is episode 2 of the BearPod podcast for the fall 2023 season. I'm glad that you stuck around with me to watch all the way to the end, and we'll see you next time.